Hi guys, it's Dom here from Esports News UK, back with my second interview with Caps, interviewed before MSI, unfortunately due to have been knocked out today by BLG. Thanks for talking to me again, Caps. Really sad obviously to see you guys exit and sort of Europe's hopes with that. What were your, first of all, your reflections on the game?
Definitely a disappointing series, especially because it felt like it was like within our grasp. I think I think most of the games we were kind of falling behind a lot of the early game, but they kind of gave it back to us. We got some good fights, and then we weren't really able to close it out. So definitely feels disappointing. Thinking of what it could have been.
For me, that game three, I think the whole series maybe hinged on that late game team fight. You looked like you were, on the ascendancy. You were dominant. That late game team fight didn't work, and then from there it was difficult to come back. But I think you had a good effort. Game two, you won that well. But would you say game three, that was that pivotal sort of moment in the series?
For sure, yeah. I think game 1 and 3 especially were like both games we definitely felt winnable, and especially the game 3. So really sad about those. I'm also kind of disappointed about like our early game, because our early games we were falling quite far behind, and while we were getting back in the game against BLG today, I feel like if we played against either Genji, I think next we would probably not get those openings. So that's why it's just disappointing in general. But I do think this MSI has been good for us. I think we learned a lot from it, even though it was quite short for us. And I think we took a lot of lessons that we weren't able to perfect yet. But we have now all of summer to really optimize it. And I think because for example the BLG series, a lot of things that we learned, we kind of unlearned, or like we weren't able to execute in like the high pressure situation and in like with all the stress of the game. But I think now in the summer split we have a lot of time to get comfortable with that, try to pick up some more things from LPLSK, and hopefully just do better at Worlds, right?
Yeah, you've answered my next question there. What did you learn? What did you take from London? And it sounds like you can be positive going into the summer split, confident of Worlds, and maybe making an impact there.
I'm definitely, like, the thing is it really sucks losing, but I think our eyes were definitely on Worlds, and I think like we have a very obvious way, like, things to improve, and same for me. I feel like I have very obvious things that I can do a lot better on, and I think if I do better on those, if we do better as a team on certain concepts that like the LPLs are doing very well, then we're caught up, right? Then we're, and it's obviously not no easy task. I think these teams we're playing against are very strong, and I think keeping, like, obviously they're gonna improve as well before next World, so we're gonna have to improve even more than that. But at least we have like a bar now to reach, and then sure the bar will be even higher at Worlds, but as long as we reach that bar, we are at least a bit closer.
Yeah. No, that's good to know. I'm going to try and lighten the mood a little bit now. So when we spoke before, I asked you about London, what you think of it here, grime music and all of that stuff. And I should have started the interview with Man Like Caps, because who would have known our interview would have seen that grime artist JME tweeting at you, Man Like Caps. I think it went on Cagel's stream, and he had a laugh at me saying, what's he doing asking Caps about JME? Have you sort of soaked in London a bit more? Have you listened to JME, or have you, anything you've sort of taken from that?
Definitely. Yak introduced me. He was actually, yeah, because I think both of us have watched like some Sidemen, and Jamie has been a lot with Sidemen, especially Yak. So he introduced me to a lot of his music, and yeah, it was nice. I think London has been nice to us. Like, it's been amazing to just see so many fans actually as well. There is a surprising amount of just fans around, and it's been awesome. I really liked it. I would have loved to stay another week and win the final, but it is what it is.
It is a shame. I was going to ask, you said before the home crowd was going to be important, and did you enjoy the crowd? Did you like meeting the fans? Obviously your dad's here, shows a lot of support as well.
Definitely I think the crowd was nice for us. I think especially these games when we are kind of messing up early and we're falling very far behind and it feels very bad, having the crowd cheer for you makes it a lot more hype and a lot more we feel a lot more energetic. Or like when we lose games, like the third game, right, or when there's pauses and stuff like this, all these moments of like just null, it feels really insane to have the crowd cheering, and I'm just regretful we didn't do better.
Yeah, understood. Now we interviewed Hans Sammer the other day, and we asked him what his Nando's order of choice is, and he didn't know what Nando's was.
Oh,
so
no.
have you educated him? And what's your thing you order at Nando's?
So we actually weren't allowed to go to Nando's because it was like fried chicken, so it was like we were banned from it. But I've been in London before. It was like 7 years ago, I think, back in 2016. So I'm not actually sure what order I would take, but I do like spicy, so I would probably go pretty spicy. But I'm not sure for the exact amount.
No, that's okay. And anything else you learnt from London? You did pretty well with my Cockney rhyming slang test. Did you pick up any other slang?
I mean, we like to say in it now. That's like that's the one we like to add to a few sentences.
That's really good. I've got that written here actually in it, so I'm glad you said that. Caps, is there anything else you'd like to add from this? Your time you've taken here, and in general, your thoughts summarising.
I mean, I think it's been like a disappointing last month or so, like right after we lost to Mad, and now we lose again here, and we didn't really get to do the damage that we wanted to do. I think we learned a lot, but you can't really do that much with that. But now that's more for later, so it just feels pretty bad. But I think I will keep my head held high. I think we still have like half a year, and I really want to make good use of it. So again, sorry for what has happened, like our results so far, but we will try our best to do better, and we're gonna come strong into Summer Split.
And thanks for talking to me, but just lastly, I've actually got something for you. Thanks for soaking in the London spirit, and it's something for you to maybe have a piece of East London and go back home with. And I'm glad you mentioned the Sidemen, because I tried to get something from JME, and the only thing I could get here was a Sidemen CD, Christmas Drillings featuring JME, and it's signed. So that's yours. So it's signed by Toby, TBJZL. He's a YouTuber for the Sidemen. I had to read that out because I only know KSI and a few others from the Sidemen. But that's for you. You can take that back with you, and thanks for soaking in, the East London spirit.
Thank you. Maybe this is the music I'll listen on when I grind back for Summer Split.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for SideQuest for supporting us, and see you soon.
No losses, I don't do lipo. A few screws loose in the head, I'm a psycho. Promise you the bar, this is real as the bite though. Careful not to get too close, I might just go.